joined the Discord server for Microsoft Students Ambassadors, and every single day, people are asking the same questions. What is the preferred visitor? Why isn't my account going up? I submitted my registration. What do I do now? So nobody has made a complete video on this, so I did. Let's get everyone on the same page. The Microsoft Students Ambassador Program, MSA, is Microsoft's way of recognizing students who are actively building community, sharing knowledge, and getting people engaged with Microsoft technologies. When you complete it, you get the official Students Ambassador title, a certificate, royal benefits, and an @studentsambassadors.com email address. But here's the thing, it's not just an application you fill out and wait on. It's a program with specific tasks you have to complete. Think of it less like applying for a job and more like clearing a checklist to unlock a rank. And that checklist is what this entire video is about. And now step 1, you register. You've probably already done this. After you submit, your status will show under review. Don't panic, that doesn't mean someone is reviewing your application right now. It just means that you haven't completed all your tasks yet. They will say that wait until everything is done. That's normal. Now, and this is what people miss. You need an Azure for Students account, and it has to be linked to the MVP portal. Here's how. Log into the MVP portal, top right, click your profile title. Go to My Account, and you will see the option to complete the Azure for Students process. Do this before anything else, because if you skip it, your registration won't be accessible in the portal. And a lot of people hit this wall and don't know why. Azure for Students is free, by the way. No credit card, just your student email. Okay, a few days after you register, you will get an email from Microsoft. That email contains your contributor ID. Think of it as your referral code. It's how Microsoft tracks everything you do in the program. Your reach, your impact, and your progress. It looks like this. The number at the end is unique to you, and a couple things worth noting is that it takes 3 to 5 days to arrive after registration. So don't email anyone asking for it on day 1. And this matters. Don't confuse it with the contributor ID shown in your Microsoft Learn profile settings. That's a different ID. The one you need for this program comes by email. So keep it somewhere safe. Before you do anything else, you need to earn a Microsoft credential. Specifically, either a Microsoft certification or a Microsoft Applied Skills credential, completed within the last 12 months before you onboard. This is required for both paths in the program. It's not optional, and you can't complete without it. My recommendation? Go with the Microsoft Applied Skills. It's free, it's practical, and there are options aligned with AI and cloud, which, if you're watching this video, it's probably your lane anyway. I will link the full list in the description. Pick one that aligns with what you already know, and don't overthink it. Now, the main event. Once you have your contributor ID and your credential, you choose one of the two paths. You don't have to tell Microsoft which one you picked, just complete one. Path 1, Community Influencer. The goal is get 250 preferred visitors. And Path 2, Community Skiller. Get 1000 net new model completions on Microsoft Learn. This video is probably going to focus on the influencer path, since that's what most people have questions about, but I will cover the Skiller path too. So choose based on what you're better at. If you have an audience or you're building one, influencer. If you're more comfortable creating learning content, then Skiller. 250 preferred visitors. Let's talk about what that actually means. So a preferred visitor is not just someone clicking your link. Microsoft defines it as someone who is genuinely interested in the content you're sharing, someone who navigates through the Microsoft page you shared in a real and organic way. Microsoft doesn't publish exactly how they calculate it, but the pattern is clear. It rewards authentic engagement, not spam. So how do you actually share content? Here's the format for your referral link. Take any eligible Microsoft URL, remove the language prefix, that's the /en-us/ the part at the start, then add a question mark at the end, followed by this, and just replace it with your own number. So at the end, it will look something like this. As you can see here. That's your tracked link. And every time you share your Microsoft content, this is what goes in the post. Now, your account updates every Saturday. Sometimes early morning, sometimes later in the day. And if you don't see an update Saturday, check Sunday. It runs on Pacific time. So don't spam the dashboard during the week, except in live numbers. It won't change. The patient piece is part of the process. So this is the section most people skip, and they wonder why their account isn't moving. Here are the rules for the influencer path, and follow all of them. 1. Only posts on open public platforms, such as Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, blogs. Not WhatsApp, not Telegram, and not email. The SA team needs to be able to see your posts publicly. 2. Don't share the homepage, go deeper. Share subpages, specific tools, specific documentation, specific products. Pages get less traction and they convert less. 3. Post 2 to 3 links maximum per post. More than that, it can get flagged as spam. So curate your content, don't dump. 4. Write actual content around the links. A caption that explains why it's relevant, not just a link with hashtags. Not check this out. Create real context. 5. No third-party URL shorteners. So URL shorteners like bit.ly, tinyURL, anything that masks your link. It breaks the tracking system. So always use the full URL with your contributor ID appended. And 6. Don't ask people for accounts. Don't say click my link so I can get my MSA. The content should stand on its own value. And 7. Cycle through different eligible URLs regularly. Don't keep posting the same page. And don't post Microsoft Learn plans for the influencer path. Those are specifically for the Scalar path. 8. The bigger and more active your network, the faster your count grows. So tag people, ask for reposts. LinkedIn especially responds well to this, so I recommend it. If your account isn't moving, run through that list. The answer is almost always in there. So a quick breakdown of the Scalar path for anyone going that route. So your goal is 1,000 net new model completions on Microsoft Learn. You do this by first creating public Microsoft Learn plans, collections of learning models that you publish and share with your community. So when people complete modules through your plan, those count towards your 1,000. And here's how to build a plan. First, you save content to a collection. Set it to public. And from the collection page, copy it to a plan. Also, one important note, the Learn platform may automatically append its own contributor ID to your URL. So keep that one in place and just add yours after it. If your ID starts with a question mark, change it to an ampersand before appending. So the URL format should look like this. And if your Learn username was missing or had an extra text when you registered, delete and re-register because credentials won't index correctly otherwise. That's a real gotcha. Now let me run you through the mistakes I see most in the community. First, sharing only home pages. Go deeper. Using the wrong contributor ID. Don't use the one from your Learn profile settings. Use the one from your email. They look similar, so double check. Posting on closed accounts or private groups. Nobody from the SA team can see it, so it doesn't count. Copy pasting the same link every day. Cycle through different eligible Microsoft pages. Third-party URL shorteners. Always use the full link. Expecting the account to update daily. Saturday, Pacific time, and that's it. Not having the Azure for Students account linked on the MVP portal. your dashboard won't work without it. Most of these are quick fixes, so if you've been stuck for a few weeks, go through that list and you will likely find the issue. I'm currently working through the community influencer path myself, and I'll post a video update when I hit 250, and I'll be honest about what worked and what didn't. So if you have any questions I didn't cover, drop them in the comments, and I will gladly respond. I will also leave all the resources in the description, the eligible URL list, the credential options, the portal link, and everything. If this helped you, subscribe, not for the algorithm, but just because I'm going to keep making content like this. Stuff that should exist but doesn't yet. And I will see you in the next one.